Alto bowed as he finished his finale. It had been a long journey. He'd been chased by monsters right and left. He was looking at staying put for a little while. His friend had offered him a permanent job, one that Alto was keen on taking. Alto stopped on a bridge overlooking the river. By the light of the moon, he watched the water ebb and swirl about. Deep in thought, he didn't register what that meant. Tired and fatigued, he was dead on his feet. Falling over the bridge, he plunged into the cold water and was startled awake. He inhaled water, couldn't breathe. Flapping his arms, he tried and failed to swim in his clothes. No, he wanted to scream out for help, but couldn't while underwater. A figure swam in the water near him, startling the already scared bard. A wicked smile played over the face. Welcome to Mythical Phylogeny. I'm your guide, Jason. Today we meet the water spirit known as the Yacuruna. Let's take a look at this strange shapeshifter. Yacuruna comes from the Amazon basin. It is described as a waterman, a race that lives underwater in beautiful cities. They straddle the line between good and evil, sometimes a blessing, but often a threat. While the Yacuruna means waterman in the Quechua language, there are reports of both male and female ones. They are predominantly nocturnal and sleep with one eye open at all times, like a dolphin. Their appearances vary wildly. They may look human, but either have smooth amphibian skin or scales on their body. They have long hair. Often they are portrayed with a snake over their shoulders while they ride on the back of an alligator. While in the water, they have webbed hands or may look like a dolphin. They have been known to teach their magic to humans, healing magic, speaking with aquatic animals, and controlling the water. But there may be a price. The Yakuruna have been known to abduct humans. When they take a human, slowly they will change them. Their heads, feet, and hands will turn backwards, making it impossible to find your way back home. In time, you will become one of them. But they have also been known to free people from time to time as well. Their cities are said to be at the river delta, or the mouth, according to who you ask. They are made of crystals, decorated in pearls and other gemstones. They sleep in hammocks and sit on swinging chairs made from sea turtles tied to snakes. They don't always kidnap people. Sometimes they will approach a woman, seduce her, and then leave her alone, only for her to find out that she is pregnant with Yakuruna's child. They track women by smelling menstrual blood in the water like a shark. Or they may just go and drown you for fun. That's a lot to go over, so where to begin? It is well documented that people that are taken by the Yakuruna can be turned into a Yakuruna. So, is the Yakuruna a type of werebeast? Werebeasts appear in every single culture, usually by combining an apex predator with a person. A symbolic idea of losing oneself to savagery, surrendering civility and reason to instinct. There are werewolves, werebears, weretigers, werehyenas, werepanthers, weresharks, and the list goes on and on. So, is the Yakuruna part of this group? That is hard to say, unfortunately, but I don't think so. In most werebeast stories, a person loses themselves to the beast part, but the Yakuruna doesn't. They maintain their intelligence. They can be reasoned and bribed. This is usually done by religious leaders. This is well documented in the tale by Don Juan Flores Salazar, when his sister was taken by the Yakuruna. He would meet her again years later, when she had been turned into a mermaid-like form, but had not lost her mind. So no, I am inclined to believe that this isn't a were-merfolk. The Yakuruna is well documented as a shapeshifter and master of healing magic. It is the combination of these two skills which it allows it to change those it takes, In order to turn your head, feet, and hands around, we'll need to do a few things. Naturally, there is a limit on your range of motion. Why? Well, your muscles, nerves, blood vessels, and other parts can only stretch so far before breaking or being obstructed. Nerves and blood vessels being the most important as they reshape the tissue. If they are blocked, it can cause paralysis and tissue death. While muscles do have issues, there are plenty of surgeries performed every day where they connect one muscle to another, such as a hand transplant or above-the-knee amputations. So rather than reshape the muscles, just switch them around. There is a reason I do like this. Remember, the victims of Yacuruna can't find their way home because of having their head and feet turned around. This would disrupt muscle coordination and make it difficult to move long distances effectively for a while. This could be made increasingly difficult due to the upside-down nature of their castles. Some claim that they appear upside down due to what humans see being the reflection. It is like playing a video game with inverted controls while only looking in a mirror. Not easy, and a good way to get lost and die if outside. If the Yakuruna are not human, then they must be using shapeshifting to allow them to breed with humans. It is documented that they will use aphrodisiacs on humans they are trying to seduce. This aphrodisiac may be water-based. What leads me to believe this is how they can speak with and control aquatic animals. But humans are on land, so how do they do this? Well, they have water-controlling powers. Yes, the Yacuruna are waterbenders. Seriously, this isn't a joke. They can manipulate tides, currents, create whirlpools, and cause rain. That sounds like waterbending to me. They are probably spreading the aphrodisiac using mist or raindrops. Honestly, this power is a little terrifying, particularly in the Amazon basin. The Yakuruna are difficult to combat. The first step is finding them. They are shapeshifters. That can make them hard to find. I didn't find anything about them impersonating someone in a village, just appearing as attractive individuals. Yes, sometimes they'll have signs like scales on their skin, but are more common to appear as fishermen. They usually take the form of someone that is associated with the water. Someone you would expect to be by the river, but a fisherman will often get fish scales on their hands from handling fish. So no, don't go about attacking every fisherman you meet. If you suspect a person to be a Yakuruna, then stay dry. That'll be difficult on the river, but it would be key to avoiding the aphrodisiac and falling under their suggestion. Covering yourself in a poncho will help, but using fire magic to dry yourself off fast might be best. If you have a spell to destroy water, you'll need it. But this is a waterbender, remember? They'll create waves to splash you and pull you into the water. This is going to be hard to counter. I hope you know some ice magic. Freezing the water and depriving it of its weapon. Except it can bring the rain, and that will be much harder to avoid. You'll need an umbrella. This isn't a good situation to be sure. If you can cause a localized blizzard, that will freeze the raindrops. Potentially a spell to cleanse conditions and debuffs could remove the aphrodisiac and let you keep fighting. The only advantage against the aphrodisiac is it may take time to affect you, so long as you don't get into the water. If you don't have ice, lightning is an option. Yakuruna will rarely be too far from the water, and that will give you an advantage. Just don't be in the water yourself. Get to higher ground. If you are fighting in close quarters, any weapon will do, but spears will be the best. You'll be able to thrust while in the water better than swinging a sword. It doesn't have any particular special close quarters combat powers, but it is a shapeshifter. Sure, it prefers aquatic animals, but that still includes sharks and alligators. Those are both feared predators for a reason. I wouldn't put it past it gaining poison from some fish. We also have snakes over the shoulder and the alligator canoe to deal with. Both are ordinary animals and can be handled as such. Overall, any armor will guard from its physical attacks, but the water manipulation and aphrodisiac combo is going to get past plate, chainmail, or gambeson. Best to fight at range. There isn't anything stopping it from using weapons of its own. Again, I'd say a bow or spear being the most likely options for it to use. If you do manage to inflict a wound, it won't last. This is a healer, and it will recover quickly. You'll need to make your first strike the finishing blow. No death by 1,000 cuts. Think of this like fighting a druid with water control. If taken to its underwater city, well, you've made a few mistakes, and you'll be hard pressed to escape, especially before your head gets turned around, and you can't move very well. Once that happens, you'll be done for. You might find one sleeping, but you won't be able to creep up on it. Remember, it always has one eye open. The Yakuruna is a difficult opponent. It isn't a physical powerhouse, but has an environment which it can exploit with its water control, shapeshifting, and healing to keep the fight going until it can gain the advantage. You'll need to be careful with this fight, and why I'm going with a 7 of 10 for difficulty. Good luck! Now, the thing with Yacuruna is they aren't always evil. They will help people. Teach healing magic. You can't argue that being able to heal isn't an asset, a major one at that. There is a reason having a designated healer in a party is such a common practice. They have offered guidance when asked. Yes, they can be open allies. They are well documented working with humans, even after teaching them. They have been known to fuel the magic of others as their patron, or join them in battle. It takes time to earn their trust. Even if they do take you, they will let some people return, still human. But is it alright to join them? Would having your head spun about be painful? Oh, definitely. Not good. But you could become a Yakuruna yourself. You'd have control of the weather, the tides, the water, and the creatures that lives in it. That is powerful. You can't argue that. So what would be the costs? Would you be bound to the river? Well, if you are from that area, that isn't a major issue. Sure, you live underwater, but you can go to land. Nothing I found said that they can't stay there all day, but always return to the river in time to rest. But you'll be dragged into their politics and cultural issues, and that is a lot fuzzier on what is going on. Do they have a king? Buying factions going to war with other merfolk? The last one is a good chance. It's probably not worth it. Could you marry one? We know that they will seduce humans, but a long-term commitment? Probably not while living on land. As a trade partner, they can bring you goods from the bottom of the sea and aid your fishers. What would they want? Besides access to your people to turn to Yakuruna? Farm goods? Forged equipment? Both are options that you could seek out. Overall, they have been shown to be a double-edged creature to work with. I'll let you weigh the choices, if the Yakuruna lets you. The Yakuruna looked at Alto as he struggled to breathe. The bard was drowning for the water spirit's amusement. It swirled the water around, up and down, and side to side until the human was good and confused. Alto didn't know which way was up or down. Not that he could swim. A call went out above the water, as someone saw splashing in it. Strong arms reached into the water as a spell was called out. Alto felt himself lifted up and thrown through the air before landing on the hard rock. Gasping for air, he coughed and spat water as his mind cleared. When it did, he found himself facing a muscular man. "Are you alright, fella?" "Yeah, thank you," Alto gasped. I know some people work off hangovers with a cold bath, but they don't usually try it in the river. Thank you. Who are you? Brent, the man replied as he helped Alto to his feet and guided him back to his friend's home. Yakuruna is a difficult foe to face. It has nearly perfect tools for its environment, with controlling the water, the animals within it, and healing magic. It can be an aid in the worst of times, could be a pain to deal with, or it could kidnap you. It perfectly sums up the relationship people have had with rivers such as the Amazon. Thank you for watching, adventurers, and thank you for traveling with Alto the Bard. I hope you have enjoyed his adventure, but it is time to let him rest and enjoy a pleasant life. Please return next week, where we shall meet the adventurer Brent, where we shall look at how close the barbarian we see in fantasy games and books meets up with the real thing. Until then, I'll see you on the roads.